Subscribe.
Spoilers for episode 1 and 2 of Daredevil, Born Again.
Editor, if you haven't watched the episodes before you watch this video, go watch it.
Thank you. I'm ready.
Okay.
And we're back. Welcome back to Mr. Flamingo Reviews in a Car.
Woo!
Where today, episodes 1 and 2 of the Daredevil show for Disney Plus dropped. Right? And it is fresh off the heels of a retooling of what was the original Daredevil Disney Plus show that we will never see the light of day of.
What?
So initially, you have a Daredevil show that's announced for Disney Plus, Daredevil Born Again, but it wasn't going to have anything to do realistically with the Netflix version of the show. It was just going to keep Charlie Cox's Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk.
Really?
Yep. But they recasted Vanessa. They got rid of Foggy and Karen. It was fresh. It was new. Forget the old. This is the now, right?
This was during the strikes that happened.
Yes. Then they started retooling it because they were like, wait a minute, something's not working.
Okay.
So far we get episodes 1 and 2 of Daredevil Born Again. And honestly, I like it. What do you think? Let's just get our quick feelings out first before I'm like, I like it. I think the writing is really good. I think it's Daredevil. It reminds me of the Netflix show. I think the action's nice and like tight, and like you get your corridor scenes. You get your Daredevil. Okay, what's your quick feelings, Mike?
My quick feelings is I love it. I can tell the Disney, but I love it. Okay.
That's a better quick feelings than my quick feelings. I gave you my Mr. Flamingo review. No, but my only issue is it feels like a TV show that's masquerading in a way as Netflix's Daredevil. And here's why. So as I said before, it was supposed to be something else, right? It was supposed to be like a different show. But when you retool it and you bring back a Foggy and a Karen, and the thing is, spoilers going forward. Okay, so they write him off after like 10 minutes. I mean, maybe Karen will come back, but they killed Foggy.
And they explicitly showed that he's dead. They stopped his heart. You hear his heart stopping.
They killed Foggy, and they wrote off Karen. So it's kind of like everybody was complaining that they weren't gonna bring back the Netflix versions of these characters. So they were like, fine, we'll bring them back. And then they got rid of them in like 10 minutes, and now it's just a new show anyway. Like, whether you wanted it or not, it's just a brand new show. But now you just don't get the chance to complain about the missing characters, because it's like, well, they gave them to us. They just kind of got rid of them. Now there's a handful of more episodes going forward, so I'm more than prepared to eat my words.
The first 2 episodes.
I am more than prepared to eat my words, but for the first 2 episodes, it's kind of like, all right, you got your Netflix. Now throw it out the window. We're going for our own show again, like we wanted to. You can stop your complaining. You got your Foggy and Karen. You saw them. They exist. We did it.
Okay, I can see that. That's fair. I can see that.
That's my only big thing. I quite enjoyed the show, but it was like, all right, you got rid of the 2 supporting leads for the Netflix version. You upgrade the Kingpin to co-lead of the show, because for the first 2 episodes, for every bit of Matt Murdock Daredevil that you get just as much of Wilson Fisk the Kingpin. And it's like, okay, it's not the same show. So like, yeah, you can't complain though now, because they showed you Foggy and Karen. They're taking it away from you.
Originally, they were gonna. I've heard. I don't know if this is true. I heard that they were gonna just kill off Foggy off screen.
I heard that. I thought it was just a rumor though.
You thought it was just a rumor?
But I have heard that where they were just gonna not even bother Foggy's dead off cam.
If that rumor was true, then I'm glad they did it this way.
Yes.
I am glad that they did it this way. Because if they just said he died off screen, then yeah, I would have been upset. I think I am as much as I loved his character, I think they did it well, and I think it may have been necessary to kill off a main supporting character.
Well, I mean, to push it forward, yes, I can understand that. Don't get me wrong. I just think, in a way, the way they approach it is kind of like a cheap cop out, because you only get your Foggy for like 10 minutes, and so that they could be like, yeah, you had Foggy Nelson, we did it, he was here. But other than that, for the first 2 episodes, I mean, I quite liked it. To be honest, though, they don't really feed you enough to connect it to the Netflix version. It's just kind of like expected, it's connected. If that makes any sense. Kind of, it's like loose connection. It's like, yeah, they're the same guys, but I guess Disney approached it in a way where you don't really need to have seen Netflix's Daredevil to know what's happening here. And your experience for the first 2 episodes is enriched if you've seen Netflix's Daredevil, but it's more connected to Disney's The Hawkeye show and Echo than it is like Netflix's Daredevil. Like you get more references to those other 2 shows, and that's purely because Kingpin was hanging out in there for like 15 minutes.
I thought there were a few references to the other Netflix shows, like I think Foggy mentioned he worked at a law firm.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was featured
that's true.
in Jessica Jones. There's like some Jessica Jones stuff. What else?
But that's it. But that's if you're looking for like the looser connections. I'm talking Kingpin literally goes, yeah, I mentored somebody and that was the closest I had to a kid. And Matt Murdock's like, yeah, didn't she just kind of shoot you in the eye?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, no, that was Echo and Hawkeye. That's.
I don't mind it. It's been like years since season 3. So
It's been 7 years
for those who
roughly.
For those who wanted like directly season 4.
That's not this.
That was never gonna happen after so much time.
This is pretty close.
But this is pretty close. And for those who only wanted like an entirely new show without
having to have
that
the
connection to the original Daredevil.
This is also pretty close. You can kind of just enter your way into this. So it kind of goes either way.
I'm glad. I enjoyed seeing Daredevil and the other stuff, but like at the same and the other stuff as in like the MCU stuff.
She-Hulk.
I don't know about She-Hulk. But like in Spider-Man or in Echo.
She-Hulk.
But like I'm glad they moved it to a darker. So you can tell. You can see the Disney. But
it's not the worst it could have been.
They risked something with this.
Yeah.
They risked something with this.
Though this is only episode 1 and 2, and in terms of like plot, I mean, Foggy's dead. Bullseye's in prison.
Oh man! Oh, the Bullseye and the Daredevil fight. Oh, mwah. And I just loved how Bullseye just went out of his way to just kill people,
just because he could.
Fight, just cause.
Because he's crazy.
Hey, you, bah. I'm getting my ass kicked, but let me kill this person with a pool ball.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Let me kill this innocent woman who wasn't he?
Who's just standing there.
Standing there. Let me just. That was. Oh god.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty good. But when you like your general plot so far for episodes 1 and 2 is Wilson Fisk has ascended to the office of mayor of New York City, and he seems to be pushing for a ban on vigilantism in New York, specifically looking at the likes of Daredevil, the Punisher, and Spider-Man as reasons for wanting to be anti-vigilantism. So you have that narrative running. And Daredevil tried to kill Bullseye after the death of Foggy Nelson, so he's given up Daredevil in
the line.
So you got two parallel narratives where one man doesn't want to be a vigilante, but you know how these stories work. Something's gonna pull him back in, and you have the other man who wants vigilantes gone, but you know something's gonna go wrong because it's the Kingpin. Something's gonna pull him back into crime. That's just how these things go. There is still time left. There's many more episodes to go. Who knows where this will go? But it's looking good.
I am very hopeful for this show. This is the first time I've been very hopeful for a Marvel show in a while.
I'll have to agree. I would say I'm right there with you. Any final thoughts? I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna rewatch these 2 episodes when I get the chance.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But Road Journey's ending, so I've been Mr. Flamingo Reviews. Good night.